Hey everyone, EV Richard here. Alright, so I wanted to summarize the trip, but I think I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video so you can see what summarized and then you can see what happened on the trip. But, so we did a trip from El Paso back to San Antonio. We stopped our normal stops of Van Horn, Fort Stockton, Ozona, and Junction. But it was a good trip, easy trip. You'll see along the way we got some pretty high efficiency rates, and we also got some pretty fast charging rates. It's rates I've never seen before, so you have to watch the video to see that. But there's one thing for Ford though, the nav. I mean, I can get away with it because I know that route, but there's a couple times that it wants to route you a different direction, or it kept popping up telling me that no, I'm unreachable of any chargers, even though I'm routed to it. It's routed to a charger, and I have plenty of range to get there. So I don't know, but a lot of good software updates that they have done on the Ford Lightning since I've got it, like the charging speed showing me what percent, 66%. Believe it or not, when I first got this truck, you didn't see that. I never knew what percent I was at unless I went to comm screen, and the way everything integrates. But the nav still needs a little bit of fine tuning, especially when it tells you that you got 200 some range, 245 or whatever, and then once you start moving it, it revises it back to the 145 that you really have. So it should do that at the charger and not wait for you to start and then tell you that, because an inexperienced EV owner, that would really freak you out. So Ford should fix that. But okay, all right, enjoy the video. EV Richard out. Good morning everyone, EV Richard here. We are headed back to San Antonio. So I went to 100% last night, charged it up. We're in the middle of our first run. We are getting 2.1 kilowatts per miles per kilowatt right now, which is good. So I'm going to keep it at 80 to make up some time on this first leg, because we've got 146 miles of range and 87 miles to go. So as long as I'm getting 2.1, I think I can keep it at 80 and make up some time on this first leg, so maybe we can get in early. All right, so I'll check in at the charger. Oh, and we're gonna go to a new charger when we get there in Van Horn that just opened. So, all right, see you when we get there. All right, EV Richard back. We are checking in from the road. We are just past Sierra Blanca. I think those were the stops for Sierra Blanca. But look, we still have 120 miles of range and 34 miles to our first charging stop. So we won't be at that charging stop very long. And I have been able to go over 80. We did drop down to 1.9 miles per kilowatt, but that's fine because we got plenty of range. All right, so 32 miles is our first stop. See you in a little bit. EV Richard out. All right, I'm back. We are at the charging location. There's a GM Energy Pilot Flying J, but it's not at Pilot Flying J. It's actually Express Fuel. But we made it here with 100 miles still of range, and we went 123 miles. So we could have went 226 about, if I do the math right. But interesting. All right, so I'll do a site visit once I get plugged in. But since this is plug and charge, all I gotta do is plug in. So, all right, see you in a little bit. EV Richard out. All right, I hope you can hear me. I try to be really cracked. But look, I'm getting 179 kilowatts. That's really great. So, I don't know what the cost is, but we're back up to 60% almost. All right, we won't be here long. All right, out for now. All right, I'm back. So in use, we are at 88%. So we need to get unplugged here in a minute. Down to 39 kilowatts, $28 charge. So it's a little more expensive here, kilowatt an hour, but the convenience is really nice in there. This express fuel, it had hot food, it had market food, fresh coffee, it has trash cans, this area for the dogs. So this is a very nice stop. A little more expensive than normal, but okay. I am done on this one, so let's get out of here. All right, see you in the next stop. Keep your Richard up. All right, let me capture the summary here. So, final state of charge, 33 Interstate 88, 31 minutes, 49 dispense. Okay. The final cost is unavailable. Okay. All right. All right, see you at the next one. All right, I'm back. So, before we take off, I want to show you that we got 235 miles of range, which is a little crazy that it's showing that, and 117. So I think once I start out here, okay, yeah, electric range due to destination route. Good. So yeah, 145, 117. So we got what, 30 mile buffer? So all right, let's go. All right, see you on the road. All right, I did the quick check of the math here. So why is this upside down? Are you guys upside down? No, but anyway. All right, so yeah, if I get 1.7, I can make it to there with 150. I have 117 miles, 115 miles of estimated range, and get there at 20%. So we are definitely good. All right, see you on the road. Hey everybody, Evie Richard here from the road. So if you remember when I took off, I think I had a range of 100 and I don't know, 100. I know I had to go 117 and I had 30 miles extra, but now I still got 113 miles of range. I've only got 57 miles left to go. I've already traveled 58.3 miles, and I'm able to go 85 miles an hour now and getting 2.2. And I tell you what's making this really happen is there is a strong wind. Well, guess what that wind is? It's pushing me. So I've never seen 2.2 in this truck on this stretch of the road, and especially going 85 miles an hour. I'm usually having to do 75. So we're going to make some good time today, and we're doing really good. All right, see you at the charger. Evie Richard out for now. All right, Evie Richard back from the road. So, all right, so we got 21 miles left to the Chargers. We still have 86 miles of range. So that 30 turned into what? 60 miles of range. So we doubled it, and we were able to go 85 most of the way when the speed limit's 80. So that's good. We're gonna slow down now because of vehicles. But and I thought it was a nice cool day, but it is actually 92 degrees outside. So we're gonna get the Charger at 3:49. I think that's the earliest time we've ever made it to Fort Stockton on this trip. But all right, see you at the Charger. Evie Richard out for now. All right, we made it to Fort Stockton, to the Walmart. All right, so we're gonna be on Charger 2. So we arrived here with 69 miles still of range. We went 113 miles and we averaged 2.0. So, all right, let's get charging here. 1 second. All right, let me see. All right, Electrify America. Sign in. Signed me out. Okay, Fort Stockton, that's where we're at. And we're at Charger number 2. Okay. All right, let's get going. How can I get out? I parked pretty close. Alright, here we go. Just plug in. sure this is going to be the right person. Alright, still waiting. Welcome driver. Oh. Okay, don't have my name, but it's 48 cents. Okay. Oh wow. We're already at 168. This screen is not the best. 162. Okay. That's good. Alright. I'm gonna walk the dogs, take care of that, and then I'll be back. We're about 80%. Alright. Out for now. Okie dokie, I'm back. We are ready to go and we're at 85%. So let's get unplugged and get on our way. Oops, dropped something. So we're here 30 minutes. Alright, let go. There we go. Alright. Next stop, Ozona. Hey everybody, Evie Richard back. We are check in from the road. We are 24 miles away from the charger and we have 70 miles of range. When we started at Fort Stockton to go to Ozona, we started with like 20 miles of range, so we really gained a lot of range. But there's been two long stretches here that are, you can see the speed limit is only 65, so that helped with our efficiency, but we're still getting 1.7. So, alright, see you at the charger. Oh, it looks like we're ending the road construction. Alright, see you at the chargers. Alright, Evie Richard here. We are at Ozona at the Hampton Inn. At the Electrify America. So we will get plugged in. We made it here with 49 miles of range at 24%. So that was a good trip. I think we started with 20 miles of range when we ended up at 49. All right, let me get plugged in here. America. All right, Hampton Inn. What charge? Oh, what? Start charging. Oh yeah, windy here. Windy, windy. Windy. All right. That was tough, but we're in. Alright, so let's see, what are we going to get? We are going to get connecting the vehicle. Please unplug. Alright, maybe it's a... Let me check. Alright, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, 70%. Let's get out of here. Next stop, Junction. It says Econo Lodge, but we are going to stop at... Well, that wind is strong. Hope that doesn't... Throw a monkey wrench in my my figures here, but I think I just figured it out. I have to get to $24. Alright, finished. Got that? Yep. Alright. See you at the Junction. Oh, and then at the Junction we're going to the new Pilot Flying J. Alright, see you there. Alright, we are at Junction, Texas at the new Pilot Flying J. So this is a plug and charge. So I'm just going to plug in. So we made it here with 17%, 3 miles. It still thinks I need to go 3 miles and 33 miles of range. All right, so let's get plugged in. So this is a new charging station that they just put in. I've been waiting for this one to come in because whenever we used to make this trip, we would always go, we would stop here on the way out and the way back. So now I've been offered. Okay, so you know, plug and charge is one of the easiest things when that works. And since there's no thing at this location, no membership, the way you can buy it down to get a cheaper price, so it don't matter. I mean, so plug and charge works. Check the cable. All right, we should be charging here in a second. There we go, matching voltage. All right, 17%. What are we gonna get? All right, 108, 114, 129. All right, we're ramping up. 154, 5. All right, that's good. We are getting what I expect for the Lightning. All right, oh, it's still going up. We saw 179 earlier. I wonder if we're seeing 179 on this. 165. All right, I'm okay with that. All right. Let me take care of the dogs. 166, 165. All right, good speed. All right. You need Richard out for now. Let's do a site visit real quick. Okay, I don't know if you heard. See, this has already got the trash cans, the windshield squeegees. I already cleaned my windshield, not very well, I can tell. But it's been a while since I've done that. But okay, and the site. Okay, so it's got 4 stalls, 400 simultaneous charging. So this is really good. And then you got PJ Fresh, Subway, and Pilot Flying J, which has all kinds of amenities in there. So this is a good stop. Now, I will say, you do pay for it. It's more costly, but you're paying for amenities. But it'll probably be like $29. I just need enough to get home because this is my last stop, and then we're going home. All right, let's see what kind of transformers we got. What kind of transformers did they put in this place? What kind of transformer? 750. I think that is standard for Pilot Flying J, or whatever they're gonna. I think Walter said they're changing the name. But anyway, so 750. All right, I will see you when I unplug. 43%. All right, leave Richard out for now. All right, we are ready to unplug. 80%. All right, let's get unplugged and get on the road. And use, stop charge, end session. All right. Processing. taking a while to process. All right, 80%. Okay. All right, let's go. Final stop. All right, see you in a little bit. EV return.